Muskegon channel. It's the Andy and Dave Daily. It's Andy O'Reilly right here. Little gun show action going on.
That's impressive.
All buff and tan and looking good because I'm working at the Electric Forest Festival next weekend. Dave Cackley is over there. He's done his eyebrows this morning. He's got the little tuft of hair up there. It looks almost angelic with the lighting on your hair up there.
Yeah, I think it does too.
Yeah.
It's very accurate.
Love that.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Hello. I'd like my hair highlighted, please. What hair? This little piece right here. Can I give you $40 to put some highlights? It makes me look good on the television. Maybe you've seen me. Would you like one of my cards? Oh, honestly, you know the funniest thing of Electric Forest last weekend?
What?
I wasn't there at the time, but this guy comes in, and where we work is this bar.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of us there. And he came around this bar, and this guy literally comes along, and he's offering 8x10s autographed of himself because apparently he's the number one ranked pool player in the Midwest.
What?
And he's handing out autographed 8x10s of himself at Electric Forest.
Did he have his black T-shirt with the name Vince?
It's
scrolled
the
across
classic
the front?
pool player picture. He's like this.
Oh my
With a
gosh!
pool, and it's like to Teresa, blah 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 blah. I'm the greatest pool player that ever lived, and it's like, dude, you're
the best in the Midwest.
best
Congratulations!
In the Midwest. I'm thinking about you.
Wow.
It's like you're the big urn of billiards. Wow. What are you doing? Going festival to festival and hustling these kids out of money?
Hey, you got to make a living somehow. I don't begrudge anybody for earning a few extra bucks.
So yesterday, I was cruising around in Muskegon, kind of what I do, drive around, wave to people, and give them a little thrill.
Press the flesh, yeah.
And there were some festival kids at this hotel out on Henry Street called the Victory Inn, and they're standing around, and I pull up, and I park, and I shut the car off, and I get out. And I said, "Are you guys here for the festival?" And they're like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I'm the assistant mayor here in Roosevelt Park." And their faces, they all kind of went. I said, "You know what? I just wanted to stop and say thank you guys for coming here. We're glad you're here. I want to just, thanks for coming. Enjoy the next weekend of the festival. Enjoy your time in Muskegon." And these kids are all like.
So, first they were rolling your eyes at, oh, great, the assistant mayor wants to talk to me. Great.
This dick that wants to be the assistant mayor and tell us to get back in our hotel rooms and not be in the parking lot playing hacky sack and grilling out. And no, man, I'm glad you're here. Stop. Make yourselves at home.
Good for
I literally
you.
almost thought about saying, "Hey, you guys want to follow me down to the beach? Because I'm going to show you." I was going to take them down to the Silver Sides, but I really didn't have the time to do it.
Were you going to do some of this
and
some of that?
I was going to take them and show them the submarine.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, hey, check this thing out, guys. But they were cool. Good kids all the way up from Florida. So
nice.
I thought it made me feel good. Warm and fuzzy all over.
I did not know you were the the assistant mayor, the vice mayor. I don't know.
Pro tem.
Mayor pro tem of Muskegon.
Of Roosevelt Park.
Roosevelt Park.
Right.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
No. I wouldn't want to be the mayor pro tem or city council of Muskegon under any circumstances today.
Okay.
We'll
get into that in a bit.
I don't know the whole in and out of the situation, but I don't want to be in their shoes at all today.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sure there's two sides of the story, but I don't want to be. But before you get to the news, we do need to mention that the 3rd and the 4th, you and I will be the masters of ceremonies down at Muskegon Rockstock at Heritage Landing. It's going to be the Ozzy Tribute Band on Monday night, along with the AC/DC Tribute Band, and then another act. I can't think of the name of them. And then Tuesday night, the 4th of July, I'm actually, honestly, very excited about seeing these guys. They're called Echoes of Pink Floyd.
Okay.
And they're a Pink Floyd tribute band, laser light show, the whole shooting match. Really excited about seeing that act. So make sure you plan. And you know what? I think, don't tell anybody. I think we're going to try a live show on the Muskegon channel Monday afternoon.
Oh,
so you
that would
and
be
I
cool.
are going to set up and make our first go at a live Muskegon channel show Monday afternoon at Rockstock.
Okay, for the whole 14 minutes?
No, we're shooting for half an hour to 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be ready to
Are we
roll
going to have
about
interviews?
4 o'clock.
Are we going to have interviews and stuff?
Yep. We've been building toward this secretly, kind of behind the scenes. We've got a 3-camera live setup. We've got a portable television studio all built in this hog of a laptop, and it's looking like it's going to be a go for Monday. So
cool.
We're going to do live TV in Muskegon.
All right,
and that's the way it's going to be. So
that'll be fun.
You get to carry equipment. That's going to be your job.
Really? Okay.
You're the pack mule.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, mule, yeah.
Ah, God.
That's all I was thinking watching you in the Becky video the other day.
Hey, I really was. The more I've watched that, the more impressed I am with myself.
Of course
Going
you
up
are.
that hill,
You're impressed with yourself
doing
every
4
time you
minutes
look in the
worth
mirror.
of exercises. I'm just saying. For a 45-year-old man, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, too. Are you staying out here Monday and Tuesday?
I'm staying out there Monday. Tuesday, I will obviously be around.
Right.
The whole day.
Where are you going to stay Monday?
I will be making accommodations.
And where is
I'm not
that?
telling people where I'm staying.
Really?
I will be making accommodations.
Are you checked
Somewhere
Are you
adjacent.
checked in under a pseudonym?
Yes.
Oh. You clown.
I don't know.
Do some news or something, would you?
What? All right. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell on Tuesday delayed the vote on his Obamacare overhaul plan following dwindling support from Republicans, while saying the status quo is unsustainable. McConnell added, "We will not be on the bill this week." The Congressional Budget Office estimates the GOP bill would leave $22 million.
Stop for a second. Stop for a second. Stop.
So
stop,
there you
stop,
have
stop,
it.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop
What?
just for a second. Pause.
What?
Just pause. Chill. We're going to be all chill for a second. Now talk.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Skype
What?
got
Don't know.
Skype got a little wonky on us. That's all.
Okay, I didn't know. It looked fine on my end.
Yeah, I was just telling you. It got a little hung up. I just wanted it to catch up for you a second there.
All right. Well, you'll fix that in editing,
No,
right?
I won't.
Okay.
I can't
We're just
fix
going to leave.
that.
We'll leave it warts and all. We'll leave it warts and all.
Right,
Okay,
it'll
that's
be.
fine. All right. Tennis legend John McEnroe somehow created controversy by calling 23-time Grand Slam singles winner Serena Williams the greatest women's tennis player ever. When pressed as to why he qualified his statement by an NPR reporter, McEnroe said he would rank around 700th on the men's tour. Asked on CBS's morning show if he would apologize, McEnroe said no. This was the dumbest non-controversy I've ever heard in sports. I know it's a downtime in sports. It's kind of the dog days of baseball. We don't have basketball, hockey, or football. But this is so dumb. Yeah, she's about the 7. In fact, he probably oversold it. She's probably more like 1,000. There are 1,500 men's professional tennis players. She is, I mean, just from a pure physicality standpoint, you can't rank her with the men. That's why they have women's and men. She's the greatest of all time. That's not disparaging Serena Williams at all. I didn't understand this or why controversy.
I think she could whoop just about any one of those guys in a minute.
Any one of what guys?
Any one
Guys
of
on the
those tennis
men's
player
tour?
guys.
Are you insane?
No, I'm not.
That's
tennis,
ridiculous.
for God's sake. It's not like they're in the Ultimate
Yeah,
Fighting
it's
Challenge.
tennis.
She could get out and kick their ass in a New York minute.
You're an idiot. There's no way not professional tennis. You're talking about the top. She even said herself a couple of years ago on Letterman. She was talking. I think it was like Andy Murray, like one of the top 5 players in the world. It's like he would beat me 6-0, 6-0 in about 5 or 6 minutes.
Okay,
I don't want to compete with those guys. I can't.
She's humble. She'd kill him.
She's not. Wow, dude.
I'm on
I
her
know we're
side.
not
I'm on
tennis
team- I'm on
experts, but
team
that's
Serena.
moronic.
Okay, well, whatever. You're moronic.
That
And your
is
hair's ugly.
that is
And you
wow.
lose your mom.
You just got these comebacks just ready to go, don't you?
Dude.
Just gonna put them in the wheelhouse and then misfire. That's
my life right there. Pew, 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 pew.
Anyway, you're wrong.
I'm
John
always
McEnroe
right.
and I are right. All right. A jury will decide if a Grand Rapids police officer used excessive force when he struck a 15-year-old who ran away from him. Attorneys for Austin Braswell say the young man suffered brain damage in the 2014 incident. Officer Sean McCammon is accused of throwing Braswell down and striking him repeatedly with a flashlight in his fist, even though the teen was not resisting. The case is slated for federal court in Kalamazoo on August 15th. This happened in an area that's known as a violent crime area. The kid allegedly threw a gun away. Now, his attorneys are saying they think the gun was planted. I don't think it's, I mean, it looks to me like the officer did use excessive force, but it's one of those situations also that a lot of these cops, when first of all, you don't run away from cops. Secondly, the cops, the adrenaline that's flowing in these situations, I don't know how you get a handle on that if you're a police officer in that situation. I don't know. I think you need to, and that's why I think this is excessive force. But I don't know how you can prevent yourself from going nuts in that situation. I don't know.
It's the job, man.
Yeah.
You know, I generally take the side of the cops as well, and but you know, you just
right.
You just got to restrain them, and you know, I never been a cop, but I go back to the years when I was a bouncer, and it did take some restraint, and you know, you have to tolerate a lot. I'd like to look back on my days when I was a bouncer and think I was one of more of the tolerant ones, and I would usually try and talk my way out of things.
Right.
But you know, there comes a time too where you just got to go ape on them, and that's just what it is. And time, though, you know,
right? And you would admit being a bouncer is different than being a cop on a foot chase with a perpetrator who had a gun, think had a gun.
But there were times as a bouncer where people threatened me and said that they did have a gun. Mm-hmm.
And then what did you do in that case?
Well, it was the Orbit Room. Back then it was Club Eastbrook. And me and the guy I was working with kind of looked at each other and were like, what do you think? And I think he's BS. And he went back and forth. And we said, okay, you got a gun? Prove it. And we ran out in the parking lot and, well, we kind of whooped his ass pretty good. You know, we pummeled him.
And justice was served.
And justice was served. But that was, you know, that was a lot different time.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be, yeah, like I agree with you. This was probably excessive force, and at the same, you know, but like I said, at the same time, I'm trying to. I can't put myself in the position of the police officer.
I can
put my kid was 15 at the time.
See, that's
I think now
kid, man.
Are we going to would we treat this differently if he was 3 years older, if he were 18 or 19? I don't know. I don't know. Finally, a drastic reduction to the Muskegon Fire Department budget was unanimously approved by city commissioners on Tuesday. The cuts amounted to nearly $700,000, bringing the budget to just under $4 million. The reductions were mostly due to skyrocketing overtime and pension costs. If you've got to make cuts somewhere, I don't know. I mean, these are hard decisions these people have to make, and I mean, I don't know if it was failure of planning ahead that led to this or what, but
I'll give you the honest thought.
You got to make cuts. You got to make cuts.
My honest thought on this is that this kind of cut has to be made because the money's not coming from the state level.
Right.
You know, X amount of money is supposed to come from Lansing down to the state level to get into the hands of these departments like the police and fire and all this other kind of stuff. And my buddy Terry Sabo, who's, you know, elected to the State House of Representatives, this is one of his big things, is that this kind of money is just not making its way down to these local governments around the entire state, so these kind of cuts have to be made. I don't know the ins and outs of this particular situation, and I don't care to comment on it. I think it sucks for the department. I think it sucks for the firefighters. But I think it sucks, too, because, I mean, here I sit on Roosevelt Park City Council, and granted, it's a lot smaller, and our budgets are nowhere near what Muskegon's would be or anything like that. But I can guarantee you this. Nobody on the city council was sitting there going, boy, I can't wait to make these cuts. This
Right.
is great.
No, this is,
Screw these firefighters. That's exactly what I hope to do, is get in there and screw them out of $700,000.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks like that. That's not the way anybody
I hate
thinks.
those guys. I hate those guys and their calendars.
Yeah,
that's not the attitude.
It sucks, and let's hope that they can, at the state level, iron things out and get this the way the money's supposed to flow back to these local municipalities. Let's hope they can get it straightened out and return that money, because that's where the problem's coming.
Yeah, we'll see. Sports, Tigers finally get off the schneid. So does Justin Verlander. They went 5-3. He's now finally above 500. His ERA still sucks, though. Cubs lose. They fall to Washington 6-1. That's sports.
Dave, we'll see you Monday. We're looking forward to a big good time, big happy fun times down at the Rock Stock. Dave will be staying somewhere in Muskegon. Give me an idea of your nightly rate that you're paying.
I don't know yet. I've got to get on the price line.
Oh, so you haven't made reservations?
I haven't done yet. I've been looking over the past couple of weeks.
You have?
So yes.
Okay.
Been studying.
You could ask me if I could help you out with a discount, but if you're going to stay with Priceline...
Can you help me out with a discount?
I wish I could, but you're going to go with Priceline, so go ahead. See you later.